Okay, just to jump right into the video, I am starting off with my witch hazel that I put in a little spray bottle, and I'm just going to apply that all over my face to prep the skin. And then I am going in with my Cetaphil moisturizing lotion, and I'm just going to put that all over my face because my face has been super dry lately, and this is just going to hydrate it. And then I'm going to mix my two favorite primers at the moment, the Too Faced Hangover RX primer and the Maybeline Master Prime Pore Filling Primer. And then I'm going to put my loose powder, the Airspun powder, in my brows just to get all that primer all out of them. And then I'm going to use the NYX, I think this is the powder eyebrow pencil, and it is in the color Expresso. It's a little bit lighter. I'm not trying to go as dark because I do have blonde hair, and I'm just taking the brush at the end of the pencil to just brush my brows into place. I do the front upwards, the middle sideways, and then the tail down. And then I'm just going to underline the bottom of my brow. I do not overdrive my eyebrows, so I'm being super light-handed, and I'm doing like strokes just to get that line up under there. And I'm leaving the video in like the regular time so that you guys can see how I really do it and how much time I spend on my brows. So I'm just gonna continue to do those little light strokes, and I do go in with some hair light strokes in the middle, and then I start at the top and do the exact same thing I did on the bottom, which is just trace the outline of my eyebrow. And you want to make sure your eyebrows are cleaned up and arched perfectly, because this will help tremendously in shaping your brow. It won't take as long, and you'll really have kind of like a base to follow. And as you can see, I didn't add product to the front of my brow because I am going to fade in the front with the brush. So I do add more product to the end of my tail just because I have really sparse hairs at the end of the tail, and I want them to look full. And then I just brush through my brows with whatever left over in them with the product. I don't add too much product. And as you can see, it really went by fast. I think I only spent a minute on that brow. And then I'm going to do the other brow following the same steps. And I just sped this part up because you guys just watched the other eyebrow get done. And it's okay if you make a mistake, if you go a little too high on the other brow, because you are going to clean it up with concealer. So I am taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color medium, and I am using a BH Cosmetics flat concealer brush, and I am just applying the concealer to the lid and then moving the product up with the brush, so I don't have to, you want to be careful with not taking too much product to the top of your brow, because it'll be hard to blend, and you can also mess up with sculpting your brow, and it gets really aggravating to have to go back in with the pencil to fix the mistake you messed up on, because the two products just don't mix. And you want to get as sharp as possible, so take your time on sculpting the brow out. And then I just bring the product down, blend it downwards, and whatever's left over I go on the top of my brow with, just to clean it up. I usually don't use a light concealer like this for the top of my brow, but just make sure if you do, you are going in with your foundation exactly on top of it to cover that light concealer up, because you don't want your eyebrows to look halo. It looks really ugly, but to each his own. I mean, I know how to work with it. If you don't, just use your foundation to conceal the top of your brow. And I'm taking my time. I go really, really slow because I like my eyebrows to look super sharp. So then I'm just speeding this part up a little bit. Just continue to blend. Okay, and all I did was add the orange shade, which is Real Guard from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I just added that all over my eyelid. It's a regular color, neutral for everyday look. And then I did use the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, but this is the stencil, I think this is called. I'll leave it in the description bar, but I wanted to show you guys how I do my wing as best as I can. I know my hand kind of gets in the way, but it's super hard because you have to get so close to the mirror to do the wing. So I hope this helps. If not, I'm sorry, I tried. But this is such a good liner. It's kind of hard to use the other liners, like the Mega Liner that everyone uses by Wet n Wild. it's easier for me to use something like this than using a brush. I don't know. But then I just threw on some random lashes. And now I'm going in with the NYX Born to Glow. And I'll have the color in the description bar. And I just put that all over my face to give a under foundation glow. And then I am mixing my favorite foundation at the moment is the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. And I am mixing 334 and 330. And it gives me the perfect color now. And the brush that I'm using, I'm going to put in the description bar. It's a Simply Essential brush, but I don't know the number. I got it from TJ Maxx, but it's such a good brush for blending out foundation. And it's so good because you don't have to add as much product. It doesn't take the product away, and you just pat it into your skin. And I'm so glad that I found these, that I mixed these two colors, because now I have the perfect shade for me. I was using 330 and it was too light. So then I just started mixing the two colors, and now I get the perfect color. So then I went in with the concealer, the LA Girl color in color Cool Tan. And then I put on top the Maybelline Fit Me in medium I used the LA Girl color to conceal, and then the Maybelline Fit Me to brighten. And then I used the ColourPop and their the ColourPop concealer in their old coloring brand. It was Rich Tan 65. I don't know what the new color is of it being converted, so you would have to convert it. And then I'm using my Real Techniques sponge to blend the highlight in. And I used a Real Techniques brush to blend the contour in. And I like that color contour because it gives me a bronzy look rather than such a harsh contour look. And this is just, it works best for me. I don't know about anybody else's skin tone, but using a darker color for contour just really wasn't working with how my skin is and the color of my skin. I have different colors on my face, so just giving it the bronzy look is just what works best. And so I'm using the Airspun powder. Once again, I went to different powders. I tried the Laura Mercier and the Makeup Revolution, and I just came back to the Airspun. This has been the best powder for me, and I just love it so much, and it's $5 from Walmart. So now I'm taking the Black Radiance Contour Palette in medium to deep, and I'm taking the Sculpt color, and that is the perfect color to just bronze my face up. It's so pretty. It gives me the prettiest bronzy contour. And I just put it all over my cheeks and my forehead, under my jawline, and I do not use it on my nose. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Face Powder in the color 355 Coconut, and I am going to add that on my cheeks just to give me some more bronze and some more color. I look kind of washed out after I do the highlighting because I do go so bright. And then I'm going to use that to also contour my nose. It's less harsh than the Black Radiance. And then I'm going with my favorite blush, which is the Black Radiance in Toasted Almond. And I'm just going to use an angled brush to put that on my cheeks and blend into my contour. And then I did clean up with the Airspun Loose Powder under my contour. And I am using the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. And I also used the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. And then I'm taking my Makeup Revolution highlighter palette, and I'm taking that golden color. And I only put a little bit of highlight. I haven't been ODing on the highlight anymore. And I'm using a small BH Cosmetics brush. I'll have that number in the description bar. And then I'm taking a pencil by LA Colors in brown and using my e.l.f. lipstick that I will leave in the description because I don't know the color. And that's about it. I did add mascara to my lash line. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.